ዛሬ እዚህ እንግዳ ይዤ መጥቻለሁ። እንግዳዬ ኬቪን ይባላል። ረጅም ጊዜ እየሰራ ያለውን ኦፊሰር ነው። Kevin, I just introduced you in Amharic, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to discuss two topics today. One is about essential workers grant program in DMV area, and we're going to discuss about lost money while people are paying rent, but they can't buy a house. So please introduce yourself. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm Kevin Mahoney with Embrace Home Loans. I've been in the mortgage industry for the last 34 years, so it's been quite a while. And live in Reston with my wife, and we have three adult children. And really look forward to speaking with you today, Manny, and just running through some of the great opportunities that are available today in the home buying market.
Thank you. Let's start with the first question. What new or current programs are available especially for essential workers like medical personnel, teachers, firefighters? Would you tell us about that program?
Sure. This is one program that really stands out. One of the biggest challenges for first-time home buyers is the amount of cash that's needed to purchase a home. And this is a program that really reduces the amount of cash that's needed. And it's for essential workers, or what we refer to as community heroes. And that would include medical professionals, educational professionals, firefighters, law enforcement, as well as military. So those individuals that are there for us every day, this is a fantastic way to really give back and help those individuals get into their first home. And the way this community home buyers or community heroes grant works is that it's a $10,000 grant that is applicable towards their cash to close. And the cash to close when someone's buying a home comes in two categories. One is the down payment and the other is closing costs. So this applies towards that, and it really significantly reduces the cash that's needed. And one thing that's important to note as well is there is an additional grant that can be combined with the $10,000 grant, and that's for 2% of the purchase price. So, an example would be a $500,000 home with the Community Heroes grant. That would be for $10,000. And the 2% grant would also, on that purchase price, be $10,000. So $20,000 would be applied towards the cash to close. So I think what it's going to do, and what it is doing really while it lasts, and unfortunately, there's limited availability. So it is not going to be here for too long, but the funds are available currently. So those who really want to get into the housing market, really now is the time to do that. But it dramatically reduces that cash to close, and it allows for the least amount of cash needed to buy a home in the state of Virginia, maybe ever. So it's really a once-in-a-lifetime type program.
Let me recap that what you said in Amharic. So ይሄ ፕሮግራም ለመምህራን ወይም ለኤዱኬሽን ወርከርስ፣ ለፋየር ወርከርስ፣ ለፋየር ፋይተርስ፣ ለሚሊተሪ ፋሚሊዎች ለነሱ ነው። ይሄ ፕሮግራም $10,000 ነው። ወይ ክሎዚንግ ኮስት ወይ ለዳውን ፔመንት ከሁለት ለአንዱ መጠቀም የምትችሉት። ይሄ ፕሮግራም ታዲያ የተለመደው VHDA ሎን ለምሳሌ 2% ዳውን ፔመንት አሲስታንስ አለ፣ ከሱ ጋር ተጨማሪ ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ የ500,000 ብር ቤት ብትገዙ የ2% ዳውን ፔመንት አሲስታንስ 10,000 ታገኛላችሁ። በዚህ በተጠቀሱ ስራ የተሰማራችሁ ከሆነ ደግሞ ተጨማሪ 10,000 ብር፣ አንድ ላይ $20,000 ካሽ ለክሎዚንግ ለሚያስፈልገው ዳውን ፔመንት ወይም ክሎዚንግ ኮስት ታገኛላችሁ ማለት ነው። ይሄንን ነው የሚያሳየው። ቀጥዬ የምጠይቀው ምንድነው ኳሊፋይ ለማድረግ መስፈርቱ ምንድነው የሚለውን እጠይቃለሁ። My second question is, who actually qualifies? So when you say the medical professionals or educators or firefighters, is it eligibility based on their job title, the employer, or income limits, or first-time home buyer only? How really the qualification works?
So great question, and there are a few criteria. So as far as the categories of professions that qualify, it would be anyone who works within any of these fields. So if somebody is a receptionist at a school, at an elementary school, they would qualify.
Oh.
So it would be in the education field, the medical field, law enforcement, firefighters and first responders, healthcare workers, active duty military, also retirees of any of these professions would also qualify. An interesting category that would also qualify would be volunteer firemen. So that, not just career firemen, but also volunteer firemen would qualify. There are income limits on this program. So they look at the household income for the household. So if there's a husband and wife, it would be based on that household income. And there are a few different limits on that. So it would depend on the number of individuals in the home or number of adults really in the home, as well as the type of program that someone is applying for. But it's the limits are pretty liberal in terms of income. So there are an awful lot of people that would qualify for it.
Thanks so much. So,
sure.
መምህራን በመምህርነት ስራ ወይም ኤዱኬሽን ወርከር ስንል የግድ አስተማሪዎች ብቻ አይደለም ትምህርት ቤት ውስጥ የሚሰሩ ማለት ነው ትምህርት ቤት ሪሰፕሽን ሆኖ የሚሰራ ካለ እንኳን ለዚህ ጉዳይ ኳሊፋይ ያደርጋል ማለት ነው ሜዲካል ፐርሰናል ስንልም ነርሶች ወይም ዶክተሮች ማለታችን ብቻ አይደለም ሄልዝ ኬር ወርከርስ ደንታል አሲስታንስ ሊሆን ይችላል ኤኒ ከሄልዝ ጋር የተያዘ በሜዲካል ፊልድ ውስጥ የሚሰራ ሰው እያልን ነው ፋየር ፋይተርስ ስንልም ተቀጥሮ ፋየር ፋይተር ባይሆን እንኳን ቮለንተር ሆኖ ፋየር ፋይተር የሚሰራ ሰው ካለ አሁንም ኳሊፋይ ያደርጋል ነው የሚለን በዛ ላይ ኢንካም ሊሚት አለው ኢንካም ሊሚቱ ግን ቤቱ ስንት ሰው አለ የሚለው አንድ ሃውስሆልዱ ስንት ሰው አለ የሚለው ሁሉ ነው ማተር የሚደረገውና ስትደውሉ የናንተን ሁኔታ አይተን ታሟላላችሁ ያታሟለው የሚለው ነገር ይነገረናል ማለት ነው let me go to the another question so do these grants need to be repaid later? Is it loan or is it free money really?
Yeah, so the grants don't need to be repaid. There is with what's called a bond program with Virginia Housing, which is who these two grant programs really are through. There is a recapture tax there's a potential for a tax to be paid upon the sale of the home, but realistically the likelihood of that is very low. There are certain criteria that need to be met. And in speaking directly with Virginia Housing regarding this, they said it's almost unheard of for someone to have to pay that tax. Okay.
So ይሄ ገንዘብ ወደ ኋላ የሚመለስ ነው ወይ ብድር ነው እውነትም ነፃ ገንዘብ ነው የሚለው ነበር የጠየቅኩት በመጨረሻ ይሄን ድጋፍ የወሰደ ሰው ቤቱን በሚሸጥበት ጊዜ መክፈል ያለበት ታክስ አለ ነው የሚሉት ግን እስከ ዛሬ ያንን ታክስ የከፈለ ሰው አናስታውስም እንዲሁ ነፃ አይደለም ላለ ማለት የተቀመጠ ነገር ነው እንጂ almost free money ማለት እንችላለን ግን ወደፊት 20 አመትም 30 አመትም ኖራችሁ ቤቱ በምትሸጡበት ጊዜ ከዚህ አሲስታንስ ጋር በተያያዘ የምትጠይቁት ታክስ ሊኖር ይችላል ነው ግን እስካሁን የከፈለ ሰው ስለማይኖር የምታወቅ ነገር የለም ይላል so this is my final question related to this topic what should someone do first if they think they may qualify
So really the first step is to speak with a loan officer. So, that's obviously what you're familiar with me doing since we've had the opportunity to work together quite a bit, but really getting pre-approved. So it's a very simple process. Typically what it involves is completing an application online. It takes about 15 minutes to complete that, very basic questions. If someone is more comfortable doing that over the phone or in person, that's completely allowable as well and acceptable. And then providing some very basic documents. On the income side, that would be last couple of pay stubs and W-2s. On the asset side, it would be the last 2 months of bank, investment, and retirement statements. And with the application, along with those documents, I can do a very thorough review to see what options are available for the borrower. And then we can sit down and discuss those options and get them into a home.
Thanks so much. የመጨረሻ የጠየቁት አንድ ሰው እዚያ ስራ ላይ ነው የተሰማራሁት እኔ ለዚህ ግራንት ኳሊፋይ አረጋለሁ ወይ ብሎ ራሱን ሲጠይቅ ምን ቀድሞ ማድረግ አለበት የምን ነበርና የመጀመሪያው ስቴፕ ኳሊፋይ አረጋለሁ ወይ አላረግም ለማለት ማድረግ ያለባችሁ ከለንደር ጋር ወይም ከሎን ኦፊሰር ጋር መገናኘት ማውራት አለባችሁ እኛ ደግሞ እዚህ ያለን እንደ ከቪን አይነት በስራው ረጅም አመት ከቆዩ ሎን ኦፊሰር ጋር እናንተ ለማገናኘትና እናንተም ያላችሁን ጥያቄ መጠየቅ ትችላላችሁ። ከ15 ደቂቃ ያነሰ ጊዜ ነው አፕላይ ለማድረግ የሚፈጀው። በመጠየቃችሁ ምንም የምታጡት ነገር የለም። እኔ ለዚህ ግራንት ኳሊፋይ አረጋለሁ ወይ አላረግም፣ የኔ ስራ ይሄ ነው፣ ይሄ ገንዘብ ለኔ ይገባኛል የሚለው ጥያቄ ያላችሁ መጠየቅ ትችላላችሁ። Thanks so much, Kevin.
Sure.
Really appreciate. Let's go to the next point.
Sounds great.
As you know, there is a saying that there's a lost money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story that renting while somebody can buy. So do you have any experience about the lost money story? Real experience?
I sure do. So it's very interesting. I worked with a borrower quite a while back, and for this particular borrower, we were looking to do a refinance. And with that refinance loan, we were going to consolidate a bunch of unsecured debt along with a mortgage. The monthly savings was $800 a month. So what I found is the borrower was not being too responsive. It appeared to be almost a no-brainer in terms of a good financial decision, but I sent him a letter in the mail, and I talked about how much money he was losing each month. And when he saw what that figure was over the past 7 months, he picked up the phone, gave me a call, and a few weeks later, he had closed on his refinance and was saving a tremendous amount of money each month. So, that definitely applies when someone's buying a home as well. Looking forward, hopefully, it doesn't apply, but looking backward, it does. So, if you think about rent, when you're making a rent payment each month, it's leaving your bank account to go into your landlord's bank account. So if you extrapolate that, and for this example, let's look forward instead of looking back. So if we look forward over a 5-year period, which is 6 months, and the rent is just $2,000 a month, really a pretty low rent in this day and age, that's $120,000 that is leaving the renter's bank account, going into the landlord's bank account. And good news for the landlord is it's paying the landlord's mortgage. Unfortunately, it's not paying, the renter's mortgage. So whether you're renting or whether you own a home, the interesting thing is you are paying a mortgage. The question is, whose mortgage are you paying? So it's time to start paying your own mortgage, right?
Thanks so much.
Sure.
ያነሳውለት ጥያቄ the lost money ይባላል። የጠፋው ገንዘብ እንደማለት ነውና ከኔ ጋር ረጅም ጊዜ ስልተናልና አንድ ሰው ገንዘብ መበደርና ቤት መግዛት ይፈልጋል። ነገር ግን ሳይመልስለት ቆየ። ጀምርና ይተዋል። ስለዚህ ምን አረገ? ኢሜል ላከለት። የጠፋው ገንዘብ ይላል ርዕሱና ላለፉት ይህን ያህል ወር ይህን ያህል ገንዘብ ስትከፍል ነበር፣ ሲደመር ይሄ ነው። ቤት ያኔ ገዝተህ ቢሆን ኖሮ ከዕዳ ላይ ይሄንን ትቀንስ ነበረ። ስለዚህ እስከዛሬ የከፈልከው ገንዘብ የጠፋው ገንዘብ ወይም ሎስት መኒ ነው ብሎ ኢሜል ስልክለት ያንን ኢሜል አይቶ ሰውየው ተመልሶ መጥቶ ቤት እንደገዛ ነው ያወራልን። ሌላው ብዙን ጊዜ ሰው ምን ይላል? ቤት መከራየትም ሆነ ቤት መግዛት ሁለቱም ያው ነው፣ ሞርጌጅ እንከፍላለን ይላል። ነገር ግን ሁለቱም እውነት ነው፣ ሁለቱም ሞርጌጅ መክፈል ነው። ግን ይለያል። አንደኛው የሰው ሞርጌጅ፣ ሁለተኛው የራስዎትን ሞርጌጅ ነው የሚከፍሉት። ቤት ሲከራዩ የሰው ሞርጌጅ፣ ቤት ሲገዙ ግን የራስዎትን ሞርጌጅ የራስዎትን ዕዳ ነው እየቀነሱ ያሉትና ሁለቱ መካከል ያለ ልዩነት ይሄ ነው ለማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ስቶሪ ያወራ ነው። I have one question for you.
Sure.
So if this is the case, what usually blocks people the most from buying the house?
There are a few different factors, and I would say that it is dependent upon the individual, but the things that I see most commonly are cash to close. So we talked about a solution there. Another might be credit. And I would say from a credit standpoint, what blocks people more so it's more from taking action as opposed to buying a home. And just to kind of give you a little background on that, I've done loans for first-time home buyers. One individual I worked with was 19. He bought about 9 months ago. I did another first-time home buyer loan for an individual who was 83. So I believe what happens a lot of times is people have almost a mental block against and a feeling that they're not capable of being a homeowner and buying that first home. And I think that's probably the number one roadblock for people. But once, someone does take action, there are certain categories the lender looks at to qualify them. So that would be that cash to close, which we discussed earlier, credit. There is a lot of flexibility in terms of credit scores. So, it's possible with a 620 credit score or even a 580 credit score to put 3.5% down payment and get into a home. Another area is income. So, we look at all of those things during the pre-approval process, and that only takes a day or two to determine one of two things, either to determine this is how much you qualify for, or this is how much you qualify for, but first we need to take a couple of steps to get you in a position to make that happen.
Thanks so much. So,
Sure.
መከራየት ማለት የሰው ሞርጌጅ መክፈል ከሆነና መግዛት ማለት ግን የራስን ሞርጌጅ መክፈል ወይም የራስን ዕዳ ማቃለል ከሆነ ብዙ ሰዎች ቤት እንዳይገዙ ብሎክ የሚያደርጋችሁ ነገር ምንድነው ነበር የጠየኩት። አንደኛው ምክንያት ምንም አይነት አክሽን አለመውሰድ፣ ምንም አይነት ውሳኔ መወሰን አለመቻል ነው የብዙ ሰው ችግር። የገቢ መጠን ልንል እንችላለን፣ ክሬዲት ልንል እንችላለን፣ ካሽ በእጅ አለመኖር ልንል እንችላለን። እነዚህ እውነት ነው፣ ምክንያቶች ናቸው። ግን ዋናው ምክንያት ውሳኔ መወሰን አለመቻል፣ ምንም አክሽን አለመውሰድ። እገዛለሁ፣ በሚቀጥለው እገዛለሁ፣ በዛኛው እገዛለሁ እንላለን። ነገር ግን ምንም አይነት ውሳኔ ያለመወሰን ነው አንደኛው ችግር። ምክንያቱም ካሽ ነው ካሽ ቱ ክሎዝ ወይም ለዳውን ፔመንት እና ለክሎዚንግ ኮስት የሚከፈል ገንዘብ ማጣት ነው ካልን ይሄው አማራጮች አሉ። እንደ ቅድሙ ግራንት አይነት ባለፈው እንዳወራነው አይነት ግራንት። ክሬዲት ስኮር ኮነን ክሬዲት ስኮር በጣም ፍሌክሲብል ነው፣ ማረም ይቻላል፣ ማስተካከል ይቻላል። 620 ከዛም በታች ክሬዲት ስኮር ያላቸው ቤት የገዙ ሰዎች አሉ። ኢንካምም ቢሆን ኮሳይነርን በመፈለግ ከሌላ አካል ጋርም በመስራት ገቢን በማሳደግ መግዛት ይቻላል። ግን ትልቁ ሰዎች ቤት እንዳይገዙ ብሎክ የሚያደርገው ምንም አይነት አክሽን አለመውሰድ፣ ኖ አክሽን መኖሩ ነው ይለናል። Thank you so much. I was about to talk now, Muharrik. So do you have any final words to my clients?
Sure. One is I would take a look at what you're paying in rent now. Okay. And one exercise you can go through is what I had just mentioned. Take that amount that you're paying in rent, multiply that over the next 60 months, the next 5 years, and think about whether you want to be paying that out to pay someone else's mortgage or whether you'd like to begin paying your own. To start, it's a very, very simple process. You can feel free to pick up the phone and give me a quick call, and I can help get you started. And literally within 2 or 3 days, we could have you pre-approved and Manny could start helping you find that home that you want to purchase.
Thanks so much. ምንድነው የመጨረሻ መልእክት የምታስተላልፈው ብዬው ያለኝ ዛሬ ቆም ብላችሁ በየወሩ ለቤት ክራይ የምትከፍሉትን ገንዘብ 3000 2000 4000 1000 ይሁን ያንን ገንዘብ በ12 ወር አባዙ በአመት ከዛ በ5 አመት አባዙና የሚመጣውን ገንዘብ ይሄንን የራሴን ዕዳ ከፍዬ ቢሆን ኖሮ ብላችሁ አስቡ። ወይም ወደ ኋላ 10 አመት 15 አመት የቤት ክራይ የከፈላችሁ ሰዎች ያንን የቤት ክራዩን በ12 ወር በ10 አመት በ5 አመት አስሉና ይሄ ገንዘብ ለራሴ ሞርጌጅ ከፍዬ ቢሆን ኖሮ ከዕዳዬ ስንት አቀል ነበር ብላችሁ አስቡ። ያኔ መግዛት ትወስናላችሁ። ስትወስኑ ደግሞ ማጋ እንደምደወል ታውቃላችሁ። እኔ እዚህ አለው ሁልጊዜም ደውሉልኝ። 571-276-7956 ነው የኔ ስልክ። በስልክ በፌስቡክ በቲክቶክ በቴሌግራም ልታገኙኝ ትችላላችሁ። Thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's truly been a pleasure.
Thank you.